Hi, it's Miss Motzi, and it is Wednesday, September 26th. This is your daily Geosystems recap. Let's take a look at what we did today. Today is Wednesday, September 26th. It's an A day. Our objectives that we've been working on for the last week are I can use latitude and longitude to locate points on a map. I can find distance on a map using the scale. I can find elevation and calculate slope on a topographic map. I can construct a topographic profile. I can read a topographic map to identify hills and rivers. So today in class we did two main things. We started class with the Connect the Dots contour line worksheet. And then we had a lot of mapping project work time. So much that I cut the exit ticket because you were making really good progress on your mapping project. Your homework for tonight is to study for the Unit 1 test. Hold on, this is a typo. All right, so you want to be studying for the Unit 1 test. Your test is on Friday, this Friday. Your test is in 2 days. If you're wondering what's on your test, check on Google Classroom. I posted a list of topics, but the Unit 1 test is covering everything that we have learned since the beginning of the year. So those are things like what are the different branches of geosystems, like geology, meteorology, astronomy, oceanography? What are the spheres of Earth, density? That's covering experimental design things like independent variable, dependent variable, and then we also did a lot on hypothesis, theory, and scientific laws. In addition, everything that we've been learning for the past week on mapping is also going to be on your unit test on Friday. Your mapping project, you should also be working on that at home. That is due on Tuesday, October 2nd at night. And that project we got to work on a lot today. Also, another deadline to keep in mind, October 1st is the last day for any Unit 1 late work. So if you have anything that you haven't done from Unit 1, like your scavenger hunt or your census lab. A lot of people did the census lab, but for whatever reason, they didn't send it to me or attach it to me, or your group members sent it to me but didn't put your name on it. You want to make sure you get that into me before October 1st. And then also a lot of people have some issues with their scientific method project, so you want to make sure that you're getting that completed before Monday night. Let's see. All right, so here we are. Some students tell me that they have no idea how to do this map. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to do this. I don't even know where to start. So here are some tips on how to start your map if you didn't already. In class today, I saw most people were making really good progress. But number one, you want to put the basics on your map. Put your name on it. Title the map. What kind of map is it? Is it a topographic map? Is it a physical map? Whatever. So it's a topographic map of what? Of what location? Of an island? You need to name the island. Put your compass rose on the map at that point. North, south, east, west. Those are the basics. That's easy to do. You can get that done. Step 2. Label your physical features. So as you go through that field notes from the Explorer, you're analyzing that, you're pulling things out of it. You want to label on your map the mountains, the bays, the peninsulas, the lakes, the beaches. I think there's a waterfall in there. All those things you want to label and correctly place using the coordinates onto your map. Step 3. Draw the rivers onto the map. There are rivers on this island. You need to read through the field notes and figure out where those rivers are and where they're flowing and draw them onto the map. The next thing I would do, step 4, is draw a coastline for your island. So some of this coastline, you know exactly where it's going to be, and it tells you things like there's a cliff there or there's a beach there, so you sort of have some information about it. But some of it you're having to use your imagination on. And this is what cartographers had to do back in the day when they had incomplete information like you do. Step 5, figure out your map scale and add it to the map. So all maps have a map scale on them. Otherwise, they're pretty much useless because you don't know, like, distance-wise what's happening on the island. You need to look through the field notes because there are some different distances indicated in the field notes, and then determine what you think the map scale should be using the information in the field notes. The next thing you should do is add in the contour interval. On topographic maps, contour interval is usually found right underneath the map scale. So you need to indicate what your contour interval is on your topographic map. Next step, step 6. This is when you're going to start drawing contour lines on a map. This is when you're getting into the advanced work here. So you are given, I believe, like 5 different elevations on the map, and that's not a lot to work with. So you also have to be working with the rules of contour maps. Things like circles around circles equals a hill or a mountain. Contour lines that are close together is a steep slope. Contour lines far apart is a gentle slope. And the indentation that contour lines make when they cross a river. I would work your contour lines top down. So I would work the mountain peaks and I would put on the high contour lines first, like a 500 contour line, then a 400-foot contour line, then a 300-foot contour line. And then I would pause there and I would work back up from the coast. So the coast is sea level. That line that you drew that was like the coastline, that's sea level. Sea level is where the ocean meets the land. And that's the 0-degree contour level. Every other elevation is measured from that place, from the coastline. So you already drew that in because you drew the coastline in. Then next I would draw in the 100-foot contour line, and then after that I would draw in the 200-foot contour line. Next step, last step, final step is to pretty it up. So you've done a rough draft now. And what you need to do next is create a final draft. So now you know where everything is, you know what the map scale should be, you know where the contour lines should be more or less, and you need to not only make your map informative, but also make your map a piece of artwork. So it needs to look really nice. Your final map needs to look very, very nice. That's it for today. I will see you all on Friday. Make sure you're studying up for your test, and anytime that we have left over in class after your test, you can work on your map project with on Friday. All right, take care. I'll see you soon.